Hello, it's Donna Vanderhoff here again, and we are still continuing the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And in the PDF, in the description, we're on page 33 near the bottom. This is when she starts giving us examples of different things. So she writes, for example, a woman came to me in great distress. Her daughter had determined to take a very hazardous trip, and the mother was filled with fear. She said she had used every argument, had pointed out the dangers to be encountered, and forbidden her to go, but the daughter became more and more rebellious and determined. I said to the mother, "You are forcing your personal will upon your daughter, which you have no right to do, and your fear of the trip is only attracting it, for a man attracts what he fears." I added, "Let go and take your mental hands off. Put it in God's hands and use this statement. I put this situation in the hands of infinite love and wisdom. If this trip is the divine plan, I bless it and no longer resist. But if it is not divinely planned, I give thanks that it is now dissolved and dissipated." A day or two after that, her daughter said to her, "Mother, I have given up the trip," and the situation returned to its native nothingness. It is learning to stand still, which seems so difficult for man. I will deal more fully with this law in the chapter on non-resistance. I will give another example of sowing and reaping, which came in a most curious way. A woman came to me saying she had received a counterfeit $20 bill given to her at the bank. She was much disturbed, for she said the people at the bank will never acknowledge their mistake. I replied, "Let us analyze the situation and find out why you attracted it." She thought a few moments and exclaimed, "I know it. I sent a friend a lot of stage money just for a joke. So the law had sent her some stage money for it doesn't know anything about jokes." I said, "Now we will call on the law of forgiveness and neutralize the situation. Christianity is founded upon the law of forgiveness. Christ has redeemed us from the curse of the karmic law, and the Christ within each man is his redeemer and salvation from all inharmonious conditions. So I said, Infinite Spirit, we call on the law of forgiveness and give thanks that she is under grace and not under law, and cannot lose this $20, which is hers by divine right. Now I said, go back to the bank and tell them fearlessly that it was given to you there by mistake. She obeyed, and to her surprise, they apologized and gave her another bill, treating her most courteously. So knowledge of the law gives man power to rub out his mistakes. Man cannot force the external to be what he is not. If he desires riches, he must be rich first in consciousness. And we'll stop with that example today. And this is really important what she says here about if a man desires riches, he must be rich first in consciousness. Because like I was saying at an earlier date, everything is created twice. It starts in your mind, and then it goes out into the world and comes back as the physical reality of what you were thinking. So in order to get riches, you have to think riches first. You have to impress your mind so much with abundance. And my mentor taught me a saying, there is only abundance. So I go around saying that now. um, and that's what we have today. That what you want, you have to first impress it in your mind, and think of your goal at the end. Think from the end of it. I just did an exercise where I got my goal and I worked backwards from it. My mentor taught us this. We worked backwards from it to our present day today, and got to see what our future self knows. We ask our future self, how did I get here? What happened in order for me to achieve my dream? Because your future self knows everything. It's your future self. So it's already at your goal achieved. So you just have to meditate and connect with that future version of yourself to get answers on how to get to where you want to go. So, okay, we'll leave it there today, and I hope you join me back tomorrow. We'll continue. She gives more examples of different things, and I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you for joining me, and good night.